hands has provided. As you see me like this, I get coconut head. Even if I'll go stay on that bridge, I'll go stay on that bridge. I thought if I just come to Abuja, I'll just get a job, like there'll be a job waiting for me. Drama queen. I thought that's how life was easy. I must leave this house. If you like, use chains to hold me bound. I'm going to leave this house. I'm going to look for greener pasture. No, they hear word. Me, I get coconut head. I don't tire to the chop food they fat for house.
Baby, I know all your secrets, but you tell me.
Hi guys, so welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hey girl, what's up? How you doing? So I'm so happy to be filming this video today. If you're a returning subscriber, I want to say thank you for returning back to my YouTube channel. Guys, the tradition is let's make them let's make them one. Let's make them one. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel. For my new subscribers, this is an official video. In fact, I needed to look good to come and present myself to my queens. This is an official video welcoming you all to my YouTube channel. Thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel. I'm very grateful, and I'm so happy to have you guys on this YouTube channel. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you end up enjoying it, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to share this video. Don't forget to drop a comment, please. Thank you guys. I want to get to 1K subscribers, so without you guys there will be no me. So guys, as I promised you, my loves, my babies, I'm going to give you guys gist. I have gist for you guys. I'm never going to lie about it. I've been off and on YouTube, but now I'm back, and I'm going to be back for life. So YouTubers will always tell you, stay consistent. You have to keep uploading content back to back. But I'm here telling you guys the truth, that there are times that you want to stay consistent, but you can't stay consistent because you have to face real life. You need money to do YouTube. You need money to buy data. I was at this point in my life, I just needed to get something sustainable for my life. Before YouTube starts to pay you, you have to survive, and you have to use your resources, push it into YouTube before you become monetized. So guys, this is the gist. Let me go right into the gist. So I finished my masters. As you guys all know, I have a couple of vlogs, a couple of videos of me eating, me going to lectures, me ready for my examination and all on my YouTube channel. So like when I was doing my masters, it was actually fun. I was like, I have my masters, so when I'm done, my jobs will be just like, queen come, you know, that kind of thing. Like I just felt it was not going to be hard stuff at all. But Naija show me say na Nigeria it be. I finished my masters. I think I finished October. No, February, March, April, May, July, August. No, sorry, I finished August. Yeah, thereabouts. So I came back to my mother's house August. So when I came back to Kaduna, of course, August. Then my birthday was September. When I came back, I was still bonding with my family because I miss my family so much. So I was bonding with my family, and I actually had a nice time bonding with few peeps. But all of a sudden, nothing can be sweet me again for house. You know that moment when you're at home and it looks like you're wasting time, you want to create content. I have children in my house, so sometimes it's so difficult to create content. When you're trying to create content, this baby is trying to run here, that baby is trying to run here. It's either an adult is calling me to do something, it's either my mom wants me to do something, wants to get something. Though my mom actually understands when I'm creating content, she tends to give me my privacy to finish my content. But I needed money, I cannot just sit down and be creating content. Like I need a source of income. When I was in Kaduna, I was now praying to God for my next level, trusting God for my next level, and I was praying about everything. that, because before I finished school, I was praying to God. I was like, God, I want to work here. There's this particular place that I wanted to work, right? Like, since I finished my NYC in 2019 in Abuja. I did my NYC in 2019 in Abuja. So there's this company I always used to say, I was like, this company, I want to work in this company, I want to work in this company. But I don't know anybody in the company, and I didn't know how it was going to happen. But I kept on praying about it before I finished my master's. So when I came back, I was in Kaduna. I was like, I had this friend in Abuja. I was like, girl, I don't feel stay this Kaduna. Like, I'm not saying Kaduna is not a good place. Kaduna is a cool place. I grew up in Kaduna. So I just want to put it out there that Kaduna is a very, very nice place. But me, I just wanted something more for myself. And you know, when I've like, for some reason, I've always said I want to live in Abuja, I want to get a job in Abuja, I want to attend Kuza, because I attend Kuza physically. Then I was an online member. I was like, I want to attend Kuza physically, I want to be a worker in church physically. So all those things, I was actually saying them. But you know, I cannot stay in Kaduna and expect that all those things will actually work out for me, because in life, if you want something, trust me, you need to make a move. You cannot sit down, everything will come and be working for you. Sis, you need to make a move. When I was planning on leaving, right, it was not a small thing. No. I told my mom, I was like, I want to pack and come to Abuja. She was like, who do you know in Abuja? Because we don't have any relative apparently in Abuja. My mom was like, you have to pack and come to Abuja. You can't do that. You cannot just leave. See, if that woman did not allow me pack, then I already planned an escape plan. It wasn't prison break, but I already planned the way I was going to escape from that house, if with or without her consent. It was not a small thing. She was like, I'm not going anywhere, I have to stay back, because my secondary school, I did boarding school, I did university, I stayed off K, and I went for my master's, I stayed alone. So like, I've not always been at home kind of person, right? I've not stayed like a whole year. Aside from when I was looking for admission after secondary school, I've not stayed at home for like a whole year, like for a long period with my mom. And she was like, she wants me to be around. I used to always tell her, I will not come and be around, and me and you will not start fighting. Me and my mom, as much as we are close to each other, we can also fight very well. There's this program in church. I was like, I want to go for this program, and I'm going to stay with somebody. This person that I wanted to stay with, I don't even know this person for a long time, but for some reason, I just had to move. I just had to make that move for myself. So I now told her that I gave her dates and time that was packing out of our house. It was not funny. All these things I'm laughing, it wasn't funny. Being the only child, you can imagine her fears. And she was like, I'm not leaving her house, I must stay back in the house. I'm like, yo, I don't understand. Is it good thing now come and meet me in my house? My parents always encourage us to make move, and now I'm making a move and you're telling me not to leave. Shebi, what I want to come and meet me in my house. Job will come and meet me in my house. Husband will come and meet me in the house. Did you know, I went to the extent of telling my mom that, what if my husband is in that Abuja? What if my husband is in where I'm going to? Why would you allow me go there? She now said that she's not going to allow me go. That's how we ended it. I said, okay. I sat down at home. I was doing my escape plan, planning to escape from the house. After 2 weeks, I now met her again. And you know what, guys? I started doing things that will make her happy so that she will allow me to leave the house. I'll buy her fish. I'll buy her recharge card. I was literally bribing her. Then she was praying about it. I said, okay. I said, me, I'd already prayed about it. We went on and on and on and on. I didn't have money for accommodation, literally. I saved up some money, right? But the money I saved up was not up to what I could get an accommodation. I was supposed to stay with one of my friends, but she had people stay in her house, so I could not stay there. And I didn't want to get a house and then I'm staying in the house, my rent is going, I don't have a job. So I had to come. The plan was I'll come, look for a job, then get a house. I see shaggy. I see pepe. When I came, it was actually a new environment, like packing to a whole new environment. You know how Abuja can be expensive. I didn't know my way around. I was still adapting to the fact that I'm not coming here to visit though. This time around I'm coming to live here. October, then November came. When November came, I was still praying to God. I was like, God, I need money for my accommodation. Then God miraculously supplied for me because He always provides. All I have needed, Your hands has provided. He always provides. I'm living in my new house. You know when you're in a new space entirely, and it's like, can I do this? Can I survive? I had those fears. Trust me, I had those fears. Like, can I survive? Is this place actually for me? So that's how I started job hunting. That part, I started sending my CV, going for interviews. Like I was submitting my CV, they'll call me for interviews. Like I was going for interviews like back to back. There's this funny man that I went for an interview. I think it's like a job agency, they outsource. So when I went there, I did the interview and all. And then this man picked my number, and then he now started calling me that he likes me, he wants us to meet up. I was like, Oga, I came for an interview. This is so wrong. Like, Nigeria make everything so difficult for people. I came for an interview and then you stole my number and you're calling me to fix a date. He wasn't just calling me to fix a date, he was calling me to tell me that he loves me, he's in love with me. Oga, you just saw me that day and you called me that day to tell me that you love me, you're in love with me, you want a serious relationship with me. And I'm thinking, like, you want it, like, are you normal? Are you well? You want a serious relationship with me because you want to give me a job? I wasn't desperate for a job, so like I just blocked his number. I don't recall all the interviews I've gone for, but I've gone for a lot of interviews. I've spent money on Uber going for interviews, but the one that bust my head was one interview that I went for. They're looking for, no, they didn't even put that they're looking for marketers, right? The way they do it is that they're looking for workers. So when I went there, I was like, okay, if I go there, they'll tell me what position they are looking for. So when I went there, they're looking for marketers. And that day that I went for that interview, I wasn't feeling too good. And these people kept us under the sun instead of them to keep us under the canopy of God, where our Savior will give us shelter, because our Savior always gives us shelter. But the canopy that they kept us was under the canopy of sun. See, the sun that was raining on us that day. I was not feeling fine. I was feeling nauseous. I was not even hungry because anything I eat, I was going to throw up. That's why they kept us for that interview. I was like, the way I'm feeling and the way they kept us, like, I just give up on the interview. I was like, man, I need to just go home. So that was how I took an Uber. I went back home. So I got one girl's number there and I called her. I was like, how was the interview? And the girl was like, that the woman in charge, because there was one girl like that. I don't know why some girls, when they have some kind of position in an organization, they tend to use it to oppress other people. And I don't know why is that. So the girl was just up and down that day. Me, I did not send her because, like, I just wanted to do the interview and get out of that place. So she now told me that lady came and she was chasing people that were not dressed in a corporate manner. I was like, even people wearing shirts, people wearing button shirts and trousers, she actually chased them to go back home, that because they cannot take the interview because they are not dressed well. I'm like, That's for someone that kept us under the sun for hours. We came to that place for like 7. They said the interview was for 8, so I think everybody arrived there for like 7:30, and you kept us from like 7:30 to almost 10 past 10, just for you to come and tell us that, and tell them, because I wasn't there, because I can imagine if I was there, because I was wearing a shirt, like 2-piece up and down, but that's corporate. But the girls like, everybody's supposed to wear suits. Auntie, we should wear suits, and you kept us outside under the sun, so we'll now be sweating like goats. That's how the girl, she said that they chased them out. They went for interview and they were chased out after waiting for like how many hours? I just busted into laughter. I was like, thank God I left too, because that's embarrassment. Like, who does that? People actually go for interview dressing the way they want to dress. They wear gowns, corporate gowns and all this, and saying suits, and she's particular about suits. That when they tell us that it's suits that we should wear and come for the interview. I now applied for a job at Bilad. So when I applied for the job at Bilad, I went for the first interview. Okay, I went for the first interview. It was hot. It was hot, I'm not even going to lie. After that first interview, I came back. I was like, God, you need to help me, because like the question that they're asking me, they're throwing me question back to back. After the first interview, I was like, these people actually call me back. God, you need to help me. Like, I needed that job. So I think the next day now called me that I should come back for a second interview. I was so happy. I went for the second interview. The second interview was hot. We had like 3 officials. 1, 2, 3 officials. Yeah, they asked me questions. The questions were hot. They asked me questions back to back. But I was able to be truthful to them. There was this question that they asked me, they're like, you don't have any experience, so how do you want to do this job? I was like, sir, I don't have any experience. I've not worked anywhere, but how would you guys continue to recruit people based on the fact that they have experience? Like, those would have experience, they started from somewhere, so I can also start from somewhere. If you don't give me this job that I don't have experience, so when can I start having the experience? So I was just honest with them. I believe that they're going to call me back. I just prayed about it, and I sowed a seed towards that to a church. For almost 2 weeks or 3 weeks, Bila did not call me, and I got a job as a personal assistant. See, if you see that job, personal assistant, run for your life, because that job is hectic, especially when you get a boss that is not understanding. And this woman wanted to remove my life out of me with errand. Okay, the first time I went for that job, I just dropped my bag, and the office is in her house. So I just dropped my bag. Before you know, this woman, do this for me, do this for me. What does she say? Even call herself? I was running errands for her children. She would say, go and buy this thing for me, buy this. Personal assistance. The next day I came for work. That day I didn't even eat throughout. Do this for me, take this new maid for general test, do this, pay that. I was going to church that evening, right? I just sat there in front of her house. I was looking for boats. I was waiting for my boat to come. I just told myself, I was like, God, you need to give me another job, because this is the last time I'm coming to this place. I can't even cope here. Like, I just told God, this is the last time I'm coming here. You need to give me a better job. Like, Dillard needs to call me for that job. I still have that video on my Snapchat that I did that day. I'm going to play it for you guys. I had faith, serious faith that could move mountains, that I was leaving a job, and that woman she said she was going to pay me 50,000 every month. And you know the worst part? I don't want to talk about it. Let's just leave it. I honestly wanted to tell her that I wasn't coming, but I could not go to office the next day, because there's this my neighbor that felt very sick that night. So I needed to take her to the hospital, and then I slept in the hospital with her. So I could not even go to work to tell my boss that I was going to quit. So I was like, these black people, are they not going to call me? So I now reached out to the HR. I was like, HR, what's up? You have not called me. Like, what's going on? And she was like, that they are still on the list. Later they're going to get back to me. I was like, get back to me since when you guys have not gotten back to me. She was like, I should not worry that she's going to call me if anything comes up. I said, okay. I just continued praying. Then when I was in the hospital with the girl, then the next day in the morning, because when they were asking me questions, they were like, can you do this job? I say, in Jesus' name, it's God that will give me the strength to do the job, because by my own, I cannot say I can do this job. So the man was not like, you're always calling Jesus, Jesus. I was like, okay, it's Jesus that can help me to do this job that I've never done before. The girl called me for the job, the HR. She was like, this is Jesus has done it for you. This is Jesus have given you the job. So that's how I got the job. I started the job, and it was a new environment totally. But for some reason, God helped me, because I'm helped by God. It's been a good journey. I'm not going to lie. Life has been so challenging. Like, I had to step up my game. I had to look for a source of income. I have to look for how to make more money. And yes, guys, I have a class. So this is the flyer. This is what it looks like. I want you to register so that we'll have one-on-one class on photo editing. I'm actually taking classes on photo editing, so if you're interested, just drop me a message. Thank you for watching this content, and I hope you enjoyed my gist. So I'll see you in my next YouTube content. Bye.